Okay, good evening. Doing another video here to go over the 5F notes and solving inequalities by graphing. So up here on the other video, I sort of gave it to you how to do it algebraically, where you set it equal to 0 um, and factor it out, which we learned how to do way back, I believe, in Unit 4. But what we can also do if we want to is graph them, okay? And so if you want to use Desmos to graph them, check your work. That's cool. Um, So I'm going to come down to these graphing problems right here, and I'm just going to look at this number 35. X squared minus 6x is less than 0. And we're going to kind of do the same thing that we did when we did systems of equations back in the day, or graphing inequalities, I should say. Um, if you recall, in the Desmos calculator, you can't put an inequality symbol and get any kind of graphs. We're going to make it an equal sign. So on one side, we're going to put x squared minus 6x. The other side, we're going to put 0. So we come over here, y equals x squared minus 6x. That'll give us this big red graph right here. And the other graph would be y equals 0, which is right there. So we kind of zoom it out. And so um, the x-axis is one of our things, and the parabola is our x squared minus 6x. All right, so we're looking for x squared minus 6x being less than 0. So we're going to click our points where they meet. So 0, 0, and 6, 0. Okay. Now, if we were to do this algebraically, we would be looking at our x value of 0 and our x value of 6. Okay. And then we would choose a possible x value less than 0. Okay. Now, if we chose any x value less than 0, whatever it is, we see that this graph would be above this graph anywhere less than 0. Again, we want the x squared minus 6x to be less than 0. Okay, so if x is less than 0 over here, that ain't going to work, because that's going to make this red graph higher than the blue graph. Okay, what about if x is greater than 6? Okay, if x is greater than 6, which is anywhere over here, again, what you have is you have the red graph, the x squared minus 6x, higher than the blue graph. So if x is greater than 6, well, that ain't going to work. Out. We're out. Which leaves this little middle area right here. If we were to choose any number between 0 and 6 and plug it into this function, um, we would get x squared minus 6x would be less than 0. Okay. So what's going to happen is our final answer is going to be x is less than 6, greater than 0. Okay. So it's only in this area here where the x squared minus 6x is greater than 0. And of course, when we graph these things, we would shade in this area right here. All right, so that's that. If you want to do that by graphing, that's cool. If you want to go do these algebraic ones by graphing, that's totally fine too. You have the calculator to use that, and so you can go use that to finish up these 5F notes. And if you have any other further questions, please let me know. Thank you.